Hi, friends. Today we are going to be working on Lesson 15, Session 2. And if you don't have your packet with you yet, you can work on this with me on a piece of paper. That will be completely fine. We have not done this page yet, and it's just 2 pages for today. So this is going to be a review for most of us. And if you feel that you do understand it, feel free to pause the video, do the worksheet without me, or do your paper without me, and then come back later and check your answers. So here we go. Remember, our target is making a 10 to subtract. Making a 10 to subtract. We have to get to 10 and then keep subtracting. So on this expression, 15 minus 7, we have a number path down here, and you can actually draw a number path on your paper. I always like to start at the number or whole, and then we're going to subtract from there. So today, 15 minus 7, we're starting at our 15, and we need to ask ourselves, I need to get to 10. How many spaces do I need to get moved to get to 10? So we're going to jump all the way over to 10. And here it is right now. 15 minus how many equals 10? And some of you already know, well, Mrs. Knudson, I know that 15 minus 5 equals 10. And here it is. But let's count to make sure. Here's 15. Let's count to 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So yes, it is 5. 15 minus 5 equals 10. So if we look back up at our number bond, it's 15 minus 7, but so far we have only taken away 5. We are not done yet. I hope you see that we still have to subtract 2. But we don't know right now that this is a 2. It's more like a question mark until we figure it out. So part plus part equals whole, or whole minus part equals part. So 5 plus 2 equals 7, or 7 minus 5 equals 2. And over here, if you saw that already, there it is. Part plus part equals whole. So we've already taken away the 5 from the 7. Now we have 2 more to go. So we're at 10, and we need to go 2 more. 1, 2, circle where you landed. 10 minus 2 more is 8. Did we land on 8? We sure did. So then if we subtracted this whole thing right here, which is 7, 15 minus 7 is 8. But since our target is make a 10 to subtract, I need you to be able to show me you go to 10 first and then you keep subtracting. So let's try our first one. I'm going to erase. And please remember, if you need to pause at any time and kind of look at this, you can do that. All right. Let's move our paper down. So if you are working with a pencil and paper, what I want you to do is I want you to write down 14 minus 9. 14 minus 9. And then I want you to make a number path. Okay. So right here, 14 minus 9. Let's turn it into our work. We have 14 minus, what number is supposed to go here? Doop. I hope you said 9. Excellent. So what do we need to do first? We need to make a 10 to subtract. So we're starting at 14, and I know I have to get to 10. I know I have to get to 10. So 14 minus how many equals 10? Some of you are going to know, well, if I have a 14 and I need a 10, I'm just going to get rid of those 4 ones. So 14 minus 4. 14 minus 1, 2, 3, 4. 14 minus 4 is 10. Fill that in over here. And I like to write it over here too. Are we done yet? I hope you're saying no. We have only subtracted the 4. Point to the number that we have to subtract now, or say it. Excellent. It's a 5. We still have 5 more that we need to take away. So we're starting at 10. You move this guy over here because that's where we are now. And I hope you all remember 10 minus 5 equals 5 because 5 and 5 is a double. 10 minus 5 equals 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Did we do it? Outstanding. So if we look at this whole number path, if we take 14 minus the entire 9 together, that is going to give us 5. Okay. So all the work that you've done for your number bonds, all of your part wholes, those are really going to come into play. 10 minus 5 equals 5. I know Emma likes to write all that stuff down too, so she'll be happy with that. Okay. I'm going to go on to our next page because we only have 2 pages today. And please remember, if you think that you can do this on your own without me, I want you to go ahead and work on it and then come back and check your answers. Oh my goodness, you guys, there's hardly any information on this one. Wow. So here's our problem. It's an expression, and it's an expression because there is no equal sign. Good. An equal sign means it's an equation. So 13 minus 5. So I know that my number bond is going to come off of the 5. So the first thing that we need to do, I need to fill out my number path. And I know I'm going to end with 13, but I don't know what it's going to start with. So I'm going to fill in these squares. Help me count. That's 13. Oh, Mrs. Knudson made a mistake. That is so funny. I'm supposed to be counting down, not counting up. 13, 12, 11, 10, 9. Don't count faster than I can write. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4. So all of these numbers remind me of you guys. They're not numbers. This is Emma and Leland and Mason and Elizabeth and Gracie and Brody and Alicia and Grace and Michaela and Barrett. Oh, very nice. Okay, so 13 minus 5. Where are we going to start on our number line? We are going to start with our whole number, 13 minus. And where are we going to go? We have to get to 10. Why do we have to get to 10? Because we have to make a 10 to subtract. So how many places are we jumping from 13? Some of you will already know. 1, 2, 3. 13 minus 3 equals 10. And if you look over here, 13 minus 3 equals 10. So how many did we already subtract? We took away 3. We need to fill out our number bond now. So if we take 3 out of 5, how many is left? 3 plus what equals 5? Or 5 minus 3 is what? Tell me. Good. I hope you said 2, because 2 plus 3 equals 5. Good job. So we're at our 10. We've already taken away 3. Let's cross that off. Okay, are we done yet? I hope you said no. We still have to subtract how many? Good, we have to subtract 2. So let's go back to our 10 and let's hop over 1, 2, boop. Circle where we ended. 10 minus 2. Where did we end up? 8. Nice job. 10 minus 2 is 8. So if we subtract this whole thing, 13 minus 5 altogether, it's going to give us 8. Excellent job. 13 minus 5 equals 8. All right. We have 2 more problems. So let me erase this, or you can pause to look at this for a minute or catch up. But on your paper, I want you to write 11 minus 6, and then I want you to create a number path while I set up. There we go. Last 2 problems of the day. I can even make that bigger. There we go. Okay, so now we are looking at 11 minus 6. That's our expression. Let's turn it into an equation with an equal sign. 11 minus 6. Okay, so let's get ready for our number bond. I know Brody wants to make a mothership, but we don't have three numbers there. Okay, 11 minus 6. 11 minus 6. Where are we going to start on our number path? It looks like they're trying to tease us and challenge us. We're starting with 11. We're starting with 11, so circle your 11. And where do we need to go first? You're right, we have to make it to the 10. And why do we have to make it to the 10? Because our target is making 10 to subtract. So how many places did we have to move to get to 10 on this one? You're right. We only had to move 1. We only had to move 1. 11 minus 1 is 10. So let's put that 1 in there. We only moved 1 place. We only subtracted 1. 11 minus 1 is 10. We need to write it down. Then we're starting at 10 again. Let's go back up to our number bond. If we take 1 away from 6, what do we have left? 6 minus 1 is 5. Good job. 6 minus 1 is 5. Okay, so we took away our 1. I'm going to cross it out. And I have to take away 5 more. I have to go 10 minus 5 more. 10 minus 5 more. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. How many of you recognize that that was a double? Good. You should have. 10 minus 5 is 5 because 5 plus 5 equals 10. So if we started all the way to 11 and we took away the 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, our answer would be 5. Very good. And we did subtract that one. Nice job, friends. And you can write it up there too. All right. I'm going to change colors for this last one. I'm hoping that's purple. All right. So find a new spot on your paper or your worksheet or whatever you are writing. And I want you to write down 12 minus 7. And I want you to try to do this one on your own. So I want you to hit pause. And then when you think you're finished, come back and hit play. All right. So first we need to do, we have a blank number path. We need to fill that out. And I like to start from the end and then count backward again. So I'm going to start with 12. Okay. Help me count backward. I've got 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3. So this time we're starting with Leyland's number. So we're going to circle our 12 because that's what we start with. In step number 1, we have to get to what number? Tell me. Good. We have to get to 10. Boop. And And we have to get to 10. Why? Because our target is make a 10 to subtract. Very good. So how many times did we jump down to get to 10? We did 2. 12 minus 2 equals 10. So let's go and make our number bond. Always try to make your number bond circles or squares big enough so you can read what's in them, because if you can't read what's in them, that's when you start making mistakes. So I've already subtracted 2. Are we finished? I hope your answer is no, Mrs. Knudson, we're not finished. So we need to figure out what's in this box. 2 plus something is 7, or 7 minus 2 is something. I like to go 7 minus 2 is something. So 7 minus 2 is, good, it's 5. So we still have 5 more that we need to subtract. I'm going to cross off that 2 so I don't get confused. And I'm starting at 10 because that's where I left. So I'm going to put this 5 over here. And I really hope this looks familiar. 10 minus 5, you guys should know that in your head. 10 minus 5 equals, tell me. 5. 10 minus 5 is 5. Super. So I'm going to jump clear down to the 5 because I know that 10 minus 5 is 5. And we are done with that. So if we started with 12 and subtracted the entire 7 all at once, it would be 5. And you can write that right here. Excellent job. Please remember that if you get stuck, you can go back and check your answers or redo it anytime you want to. Tomorrow, we will continue on with math session 3, making a 10 to subtract. And if you don't think you need me, just do the math problems and then check your answers. I'll see you soon.